Alrighty, hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a good day. Loki wants to say hello. Loki, there you go. Yes, your boy. Yep, a good boy. There you go. Alright, hope you guys are all having a good day here. I know there's a lot to talk about, so we're just gonna dive in here. I think I fixed up my computer, so we're also gonna have a good idea there. Anything else before I start? Really, just hope you guys all had a good Mother's Day out there. Hope you guys were able to spend some time with the families, do some barbecues and stuff like that. I had a good day out with Loki, sister, grandparents, and uncle, and basically had a little bit of a barbecue. So it was a pretty chill day. A little dehydrated from standing outside in the sun all day, but there are worse days, worse things to be doing. So let's hop in, everybody. And hey, Villarat, happy to see my man, and Striker, happy to see you guys. So this is going to be much more of a shorter stream today. I feel just because it's freaking a Sunday night. However, I wanted to give you guys, wanted to get you guys ready for what's going to happen this week because it is going to be a whole bunch of stuff. And then tomorrow I'll be putting out some more content going over what's happening each individual day and stuff like that. But you guys will get the gist here. So, hey Tanker, happy to see my man. Swab, happy to see you guys as well. Now, overall, you guys know that over the last few hours, Bitcoin's been coming down. It hasn't been catastrophic, but it's been kind of this bad. It wears down on the soul because there's two things that Bitcoin is really doing to people right now. It's very, very boring. If you go to any crypto YouTuber out there, the views are a little bit down because the market's not going and booming here. And then on top of that, there's like a miserable feeling because nobody's making money. So I understand it. Trust me, I get it. But it's still not that bullish time that I was talking about before. I think what we're going to be looking at here for that bullish move is really just what happens on CPI. I know I'm going to keep on saying the same thing over and over again, but I just think we're not there yet. Maybe if we have a strong jolt or something, and that's more of a YOLO you're going to put into the trade sometime Monday evening or Tuesday evening before that Wednesday CPI data. But before that, if you guys look over the last 24 hours, not much has changed. You can see Ethereum is down a little bit. Bitcoin looks like it's unch at this point in time. Really, it's just kind of giving up the gains we got yesterday from Bitcoin, if that makes sense. So let's go over here, look at some of the news going on. Not much. I was trying to find something that might have broke this weekend, but I think everybody's having a good day with their families and whatnot. So the only news I saw really today when I was looking up this a few minutes ago, I literally just got back from my grandparents' place a while ago. You can see Trump's pro-crypto bluster NFT lacked policy substance. Yeah, so that's about all the news that they have at this point. Trump NFT stuff. As far as CNBC is concerned, the futures are pretty flat. Oil's down a little bit. The dollar index is up a little bit. We'll be talking about that here in a second. And again, not much news. It seems like everybody's just waiting for inflation data here. And that's, of course, going to cause some, what would you want to call it? There's an anxiety around it. And I'm really hoping that over the next few days, when everything kind of comes out, we know where this is going. Because if we have good inflation data, guys, we are really going to be having a strong move here across the entire market. Stocks, cryptocurrencies, etc. We're going to be strong. If it's bad, then we're going to be trugging along for maybe an extra month or two until inflation really turns back. And so it's going to be turning more into like a bearish trend where we have monthly opportunities to have nice reversals, which is going to be interesting here. But it's just like I'd rather not be in that camp. There we are. I'm gonna be going through water tonight. Now let's talk about the charts here, guys. This is gonna be interesting, but I think we can get through it here. And hey, Villa, happy birthday as well. Making great money on these shorts. What do you call day traders? And day traders are doing fine. Swing traders probably going shorts are doing pretty well here. All right, so let's talk about what's going on right now, guys. And I think what we'll do is we'll just stick to one chart and kind of go through the time frames through each one. So as you guys can see, here's the Bitcoin chart for the daily. Here's the Bitcoin chart for the weekly. You guys can see, even if I were to maybe, are the colored candles on this one? Oh, I can't open it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let me go over here to Smart Money Concepts. There you go. And I turn everything off except for the cloud candle, so we're good. Okay. So you guys can see on the weekly chart, overall, guys, we still are bullish. We're still good. You guys can see cycle by cycle how we kind of have these good moments. We're still in that bullish theme here. However, right now, like I said before, you look at that. Where we go? Look at that MACD. Look at that stochastic. Look at the RSI. They're all still bearish. The last time they were all bearish was MACD wasn't bearish, but then was back over here in August, where we had one big drop, then we kind of found a bottom, and then we held, and then we had another breakout. So that's kind of the example that we could go off of the last time where everything was bearish. Second time we had everything was bearish right over here, and it was only for 2 weeks. You can see, it's not the end of the world here. It makes it harder to justify buying for a swing trade on the upward side. And usually the thing that gets us out of these are large moves up, large move up. And that can happen pretty fast, which is why the only thing that I'm personally doing right now and to anticipate a move like this, because I do think eventually we're going to make another leg up here, is dollar cost average. Whenever it goes up, I'll be able to sell and make some money and be very, very happy with that. Of course, at this point, while we see the weekly stuff kind of being a little more bearish here, daily, getting kind of choppy here, And this is actually something I like because it's been bearish for the last, well, guys, I don't know how long this has been, maybe a month or something. Actually, let's see. 30 days, that's about a month here. So from here, we've still been bouncing around. Of course, we're looking at a potential breakdown right here. We'll be talking about that, or we can talk about it now, actually. If Bitcoin does break down here tomorrow, we'll definitely start heading back down here sub 60,000. So just be aware of that. But more importantly, MACD turning choppy. Stochastic is very, very choppy. And even the RSI over here is getting choppy, where it's just not sure what to do. We're going to need to see some more guidance here before we start doing some longer term trades. And day trading, sure, we've talked about that. There's some instances in which you guys can do that off of some 4-hour momentum, but they're really just day trades and nothing else, which makes this a little bit more difficult because, of course, not everybody is trained to do day trades, if you will. All right. Moving over to the 4-hour chart. This is what I was just talking about, that downtrend. Oh, it froze. Okay, there we go. Now, momentum on here is kind of shaky, but we're still there. My big concern is that Bitcoin does break down right here, and that does cause another move down. I've been trying to figure out where might Bitcoin stop here if we were to have something of a breakdown. And I think right now that Fibonacci retracement right over here from this low behind my head, there you go, all the way up here to the top. It gives us a few opportunities. I think we might stop back around here on 57,655 again. If things really do get bad later on this month, with CPI data, at worst, it might come back down here towards 53,275. That's where I'd be buying if we do have a crash off of bad CPI data. Because again, I would still expect us to be gradually coming down with these sharp moves down. Now, we would keep on coming down, but I buy for a little bit of a swing trade from there because, a few days off of those volatile moves. That's where you could do a swing trade. But it's usually not after the... not because of the good circumstances. So right now, I would say right around 53,500 is going to be where I take that next opportunity to buy. And then, see if I can move this over here. Why does everything feel slightly glitched out right now? I'm so confused. Okay, let's click this. There we go. Okay. Turn that off very fast. If you're looking for another one besides that, it could be 52,209. The only reason I'm not using this one, I believe, is just because I think by the time... What is that? I guess it doesn't work like that. I think by the time we come down here, the 200 moving average will also be kind of in the area, so it adds another level of support. We usually will bounce off of it hopefully once before, if we do break down below breaking down. And of course, we do have this support level right there. Back up a little bit further. Also kind of that support level way back over here from 2021. So, that's that big level of support. If you guys are really worried about us falling down below something, it's kind of around $52,000, $53,000 at this point in time. Again, daily chart, it's not the best, not terrible. I think everybody is rightfully just thinking of this as, oh yeah, look at this. Huge channel, or flag, if you will. We're going to break out. Whenever we break out above that, it's going to be a great time. But instead of waiting for that, we're just kind of consolidating. And, when it happens, it happens. We've been through these flags a lot, I believe. But they're always kind of, it could be a falling wedge, whatever you want to call it. These flags really spook people out. So, careful with them. just say that. Careful. A lot of people do not like trading these, but I think this is still a good opportunity to be dollar cost averaging. Not really much else besides that, and a little bit of day trading, though. So that's the gist of what's happening right now. I know we're on that verge of that breakout. You can see right now there's definitely some supports here kind of trying to work themselves out. This is probably not the best example here, but you guys remember that line right there. Anything on the 15-minute charts? Yeah, let's see. There you are. No, not much at all. A little bit of a double top. Got rejected back down. Yeah. All right. Let's go back over here. Actually, there was a Bitcoin post. I think that was just talking about this. Was there? No. Yeah, here's one. Mr. Crypto. All the different looking flags and stuff that you see in the chart. All the levels of consolidation. We're still in a bullish momentum here, guys. And I know we're still waiting for rate hikes and rate cuts and stuff like that. But I do think whenever we get that, we should still be in a good position where we can actually have a breakout. It's more of just waiting, because if you guys go back in here even above my head, let me see if I can move my head over here. You know, you never know when you're going to buy here, because it can be kind of rough while you guys are waiting. There we are. All right, let's go back over here to the plain charts. This is what I'm basically looking at: opportunity to break out, a little bit of support, and we're breaking down right now, or we're trying to break down. As far as everything else, you know, Bitcoin is only down a little bit, but altcoins are shit in the bed because of it. So you got Ethereum coming down, still not able to have any bullish moves. Same thing as a Bitcoin. Look at that MACD and stochastic on the weekly charts. Bearish, 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 bearish. Everything bearish right there. So not the best of signs. Daily right here. Again, everything's been bearish since right here, it looks like. So I guess right here for the stochastic as well. So on the green day, of course. So you're seeing this happening throughout the space. Let me just make this auto. Solana also having a really bad day. Thought it might be able to break out right there. It was not. I got rejected and it's coming back down. And a large part of this is you guys see a lot of these tokens have these levels of support. They had decent breakouts. It wasn't the craziest breakout, but it really failed at that first level of resistance, which is, again, why we weren't swing trading as much as just doing some day trades and kind of following those smaller 15-minute breakouts on these charts. But I mean, right now, Solana is getting chewed out. It's like down 3%. Dogecoin, similar looking move, got rejected off of a breakout. Let's see. RLC's having a bad day after having a pretty good week here after this former breakout. RNDR is coming down pretty hard as well after reaching the price target that we had. It went higher than the price target, but again, that's why you get out, right? Anything else? World token getting slammed back down here. We were thinking about this having another breakout, and what happened? Had this really weird breakout right there. Came down, came back up a little bit, but still wasn't able to break above that hard cap. Not sure why. So altcoins are definitely taking a hit right now. I'm not overly concerned, but you know, this is still that dollar cost average mentality that kind of sucks. But we're gonna get through this here bit by bit. I'm gonna shrink the stochastic back down here very fast, and then I'm just gonna pull up the dollar index. The dollar index is still going up. We want to see this sucker break down eventually, and that's basically what we're waiting for here. I was trying to see if there was any news that could get us to go down today, excuse me. And I was looking, and there's not much happening. There was a lot of volatility here kind of around Friday morning. Calmed down a little bit after the jobs report, and we haven't really been doing much since then. Maybe we have some economic data coming out this week besides the CPI that might be worth it. And so let's go over here to economic data, and I want to go to inflation, trading economics, core inflation. There we go. Okay. And from here, let me move my head down a little bit. There you go. TE forecast is 3.7. Consensus is 3.6. So the street wants 3.6. If it's 3.7 or 3.8, it's not going to be good, okay? If you want it to be good, it has to be 3.6 or 3.5. 3.6 is kind of a wild card. 3.5, yes. 3.4, wow, we're going to town here. If it is not good, it will be terrible. So hopefully we can have some good news here that'll really get the market's juice flowing. The juice is flowing, the money going into the market. 3.7, bad. 3.8, bad. Again, back in February and January when inflation started to get worse, we don't have January data over here, but basically, let's see. March, yeah, okay. January, this was hotter than expected, hotter than expected, hotter than expected right here. that started to lead towards Bitcoin's demise here. Oh, actually, let me go over to this one. Let's go over to the daily chart. January, March over here. All right. So if we didn't have this good news here, I think what was it? Spot Bitcoin ETF. It got rough. I think the only reason we really stopped though is because if you guys recall after that third one in March where it was like 3 months of bad data, people started talking about rate hikes. And I'm still open to rate hikes as long as it's needed. At this point in time, I think if we have two more like this one and next one, if they're both hotter than expected, I think it would justify a rate cut to slam on the economy even more. But I'm hoping that we have some signals telling us the economy is already slowing down so we don't have to do such a thing. Because it's already getting kind of bumpy out there for certain folks, certain economic, blogs. So Monday, we don't have anything. Tuesday, producer price index, so PPI, that's going to be important news here. Fed governor, so no. Wednesday's core CPI. So I think Tuesday's going to be volatile. Wednesday's going to be volatile. And then Thursday, housing claims, maybe. Friday, nothing really. So it seems that you guys are going to have the most fun day trading or opening up some swing trades or testing out some swing trades, I guess, Tuesday and a Wednesday. But again, they're huge gambles because the technicals aren't going to matter as much. It's definitely going to be, hey, are we having high inflation or is inflation lower than expected? You guys can guess which way each one is going to take us here. But if you guys don't know, higher inflation is going to be bad. Lower inflation is going to be very, very good for the overall market here. And just a little bit of an update about what's going on with a lot of these tokens. Because even though a lot of tokens are down right now, most of them are, they've still gone up a lot from year to date, which is another reason you guys should still be okay with holding on to them. If you guys have been dollar cost averaging, the swing traders are probably in the most pain at this point in time. So I just wanted to show you guys this very fast. Bitcoin is still at 44% year to date. Ethereum is up 26. BNB is up 87. Solana is up 36. XRP is down 20 this year. That's interesting there. Toncoin is up 200%. Dogecoin is at 52%. ADA is down 30. Shiba Inu is up 109. Shiba Inu, whoosh. AVAX is down 18. Tron is down, up 17. Polkadot is down 21. Bitcoin Cash is up 63. So there's a mixed bag right now. And I'm wondering if I should be doubling down into some of those tokens that have lower, that have been doing very, very well over the last few weeks, especially year to date. Because at the end of the day, guys, I know we talked about this just a little bit here. Let me get rid of these drawings. Let's go over to this monthly chart with the Bitcoin. There we are. All right. So this is the chart we all know when it comes to Bitcoin, how it goes up higher and higher and higher after each cycle. After we break out above this level of resistance here, basically, don't worry about the exact size of the rectangle. We have a few months of going up, right? Even if I wish I would have went back a little bit longer in time, we go up for a while. Whenever Bitcoin does break out of this one right here, right, whenever we actually do have a nice big breakout and it starts to go up, we probably only have a few months that really gets Bitcoin going. And so what that has me thinking right now, as far as Ethereum and a whole bunch of other stuff, is how long do I really want to hold these altcoins? Because altcoins, if they're falling down this much, I really don't know if most altcoins will reach crazy all-time highs. So I'm thinking of altcoins that may have run up a lot like last time, like a Matic or a Polkadot or Dogecoin or Sheeb or any of that. I'm really wondering if this cycle, because of high interest in the way the economy is kind of weirdly tuned at this point, if we are going to have these crazy altcoin season where everything is really going crazy. And so I'm going to be like watching a lot of stuff very closely here as far as what happens on the next breakout. And I'm going to see what we can expect because, again, this is something like Ethereum here where you can see it peaked right over here in November of 2021. This is Bitcoin. November. It didn't really do anything right here. Remember, this is April. So April, May, when the first Bitcoin peak happened. Right? Went up, crashed back down really hard. Then it had a second rally. Now watch these two. Watch Bitcoin versus this versus a bunch of other tokens. Solana. This was the April, May, June, and then this was the November one. Some ultimately had these rallies. Dogecoin, May, April, never was able to do the round two. WIF, now Dogecoin did go up parabolically. Now WIF's not a good example. That wasn't even around. Shiba Inu, it was a 1 month thing in October and November, not even doing anything, back in the May thing. It had like a little wick and it came crashing back down. Boom, okay? Pepe, no, Pepe's not a good example. Anything else here? ADA. See, some may have these rallies, but the way I think about it usually, I'm okay if I sell right here instead of selling right here, as long as I know I'm locking in some great prices. And while we've been dollar cost averaging a lot of assets here, when have we been dollar cost averaging a lot of these things? Bitcoin's gone up a lot, sure. But if I think of ADA where my averages are for here, it's kind of around here, kind of where the price is. So it really hasn't gone up as much as I want to. So if we start getting back up here to maybe 119, I'm probably going to start selling things there. Not like everything, but a good 20% scale off. Yeah, I'm probably going to do that. Go over here to BNB, right? BNB's done good. Dollar cost average it throughout here. Yeah, it's fine. I'm almost wondering, should I start scaling out some of this right now, just in case? But for me, BNB is kind of one of my good performers this cycle. So I'm like, as far as the large market caps, I'm going to wait. But if it starts dropping back down below this 468 level, and right now my average is around 260, I'm probably going to shave some off just in case. XRP, this one, I don't really dollar cost average into it, but it could be interesting. I think everybody's just waiting for that typical breakout to happen. Then they're going to be excited. Anything else here that we can talk about? Matic, June, April, May, over here, kind of did the second peak. Again, where did we dollar cost average this stuff here? Kind of around here, to be frank, and it's kind of like less than where that is. So I'm almost wondering, you see moves like that, are some tokens going to bleed out a little bit more here for the next month or so? And I'm wondering if that's just going to add to a huge Bitcoin dominance feature that you guys might have heard Benjamin talking about, like, altcoins breaking down, so that. But during that process, what should we be doing there? And I think I'm just going to hold and maybe do a little bit more dollar cost averaging. But I think what I should be doing is investing in more of those lower market cap tokens that I like so much. And then, of course, Bitcoin and things like that. Because at this point, look at Bitcoin, from the lows, where we started dollar cost averaging. We started, I should say when I announced I was dollar cost averaging, that was right here below this line, 26,000. Now, bye. Now I'm very happy. But when you look at a lot of the tokens out there, not every token has really had these great gains. Even things like Fetch AI, which has been around for a while, this has had great gains, but that's only because of the AI trade. If you think about not having the crazy AI moves, there could still be a thing saying, hey, it might have been back over here around 14 cents and I dollar cost average around 9 cents. You could say that. So I'm going to be watching the market very closely to see how this goes going forward, because again, some tokens that I have worked out fantastically. Don't get me wrong. Like really, really good. Especially a lot of the new tokens that haven't been around for a while. You can think of PHA over here. This one's been for a while, but it's had a nice little rally since I started dollar cost averaging it. Nice little spikes. It's low market cap, so I don't have to really put a lot of money in here to make a lot of money. Whereas, I usually put a lot of money in something like Matic or Bitcoin or Ethereum. Ajax over here, newer token. Again, this is monthly charts, 2022. I didn't start dollar cost averaging this thing until like June or something because I didn't know what the heck was going on. Then I started dollar cost average over here. I was still dollar cost averaging over here. And sure, it's done really well so far, and I'm going to continue holding on to it. But I'm only holding on because they're turning into that new token, AGI, I think it's called. So things like World Token, pretty new, still going higher. I'm happy with this one. But Mana, imagine dollar cost averaging over here, hasn't really turned out the best here. So we are really waiting for this dollar index to have a larger move down. And right now, I don't know what that really means besides having lower inflation. I really want to see that inflation come down. I really want to see the rates come down. I want to see the dollar come crashing down. To me, breaking back down below the support level here, to me, that signals an altcoin move like no other. This kind of gets us back and rolling. You might imagine something like Solana chart. I think that breakdown kind of gets us up to here, or abouts. This is kind of a guesstimation here. But when we see the dollar index actually have this larger breakdown, this is again kind of take a while right there. I think that's where things start to go parabolic for a lot of these tokens, where we actually take that next leg up and go. Well, some things can have some really big moves. But this cycle, Bitcoin, I think, has still been a very good gainer for people. And so, this is the one we want to see. There you go. So I might actually start dollar cost averaging even more Bitcoin here, because Bitcoin seems to be doing pretty well compared to a lot of the larger altcoins here. Because again, that's why I showed you guys this a few seconds ago. Let's look at the top 100 year to date. Okay. Ordi's down 56, Mina's down 44, EGLD's down 44, Arbitrum's down 38, BSV is down 37. Now, they had really good moves in October, November, December, and we're seeing them bleeding out from those moves, don't get me wrong. But, I'm thinking of only swing trading these once the market starts to turn around, because all we're going to really need to see here from a chart perspective to get really back to being bullish is probably, stochastic doesn't matter as much, but yeah, it does matter as much. But RSI and the MACD turning green, that's usually a good opportunity here. So let's go back over here. So when you have these mega cycles here, green, green, and then of course it's green over here on the weekly chart. I know I can't show it here. Maybe I can. Well, you guys can see this change of character right there, and one right there. Green, green, or green, yeah, green, green. That's kind of where I go gung-ho. But at this point in time, the weekly charts are not green and green with change of characters. They're a good change of character right here. We've been going up since then. We're getting rejected off of this level of resistance. That's fine. It's happened before. We have some shaky times here, times over here, but MACD is red, RSI is red. We're going to need to see those turn back to being green. That can take weeks here, guys. Good CPI could speed it up, and I could really speed it up, but again, we just don't want to assume that. It's you guys' backup plan, I would say. Right? And then, going back over here very fast. The daily charts, as you can see, are still bearish, kind of neutral. And neutral, I would say, we're choppy. We're choppy right now. But again, at least the daily chart's not looking completely bearish. That'd be really sad. So, have some fun with it here. But it's going to be a kind of a grind from here on out. And that grind is going to be really where you guys probably want to dollar cost average. The only thing I'm going to tell you guys right now is probably you guys don't need to be dollar cost averaging as much as you want or you need to, or a crazy amount. You guys are only doing that if you have that excess capital to really spare right now. The way I'm thinking about it here is I'm just taking a gamble to that Bitcoin makes a nice move up. It's worked out so far, so I'm going to keep on doing it. But what's the other part here that I think is going to be important? Every month, that CPI and inflation data is going to be an opportunity for a large reversal. Or if Jerome Powell comes on those FOMC meetings and say, hey, we're changing our mind, we're actually going to fight inflation, or no, not going to fight it, we're going to have a rate cut because the economy is slowing. That could open the doors really, really fast. But whenever we officially know the answer, the market's going to move so fast that you're going to be left trying to chase it. And if you do want to do that, that's fine. But just make sure when you buy it, you're not going to freak out if it has a small reversal before it continues to go up. That's what usually will kill people out of this market here. And hey, Miko's Media, happy to see you. Trust me, I was looking for scalps a little bit earlier, and so I was trying to see, okay, what looks fine right now? I'm looking at this 15-minute chart here. Look how choppy and ugly that looks. Nothing about this looks good. I was hoping to see something, not something like this perhaps, but when we were doing trading a few days ago, I think it was like last Friday or Saturday, no, last Friday. It was last Friday. We did 2-day trades, and they were pretty solid where they had a breakout, they were having momentum, and they were shifting up. Right now, like I'm trying to figure out how I'd even make money off of these. Like, let's say you bought off of this change of, no, see, that's not even a good one because, yeah. Well, let's just say you bought down here in this grind and you sold up here to the top. It's a 1% move, basically. And so it's nothing for profit. Even with like a 10x leverage, that's still not really a lot to be desired. So I'm kind of looking for something out there, maybe like an altcoin right now. Last week I was doing world token here. And basically we traded this right here up to there. I sold. I was very happy with the profits. No. Let's see. I bought here. I scalped here. I bought again right here on this breakout. It went up here. I did not have my target price set in because I was out running a few errands. And then when I got back to my house to check on the trade, I forgot I didn't have a target price. So I sold it over here and then it proceeded to go up. But at that point, I was done up from the computer, so I probably shouldn't have any trades open, you know? And it proceeded to rally up a little bit higher, then we got knocked back down. But I made, I made $500 off of those trades, so I was pretty content with it. But, right now, this is probably something I'd be looking at. World Token, Ajax, these are some nice plays right now. Not fuzz too low market cap to be on a lot of exchanges there. Fetch AI could be something, but I should have traded these last little breakdowns they had, because if you look at these, daily chart. So bearish here on the change of character. They're just turning bearish to the MACD, so everything's going to turn bearish here pretty soon. They are breaking down like this at this point in time. So I'm thinking of like if you were to do like a day trade here today, it might be like something like a shorting this, like a fetch AI, and your stop loss here, if you're going to go through with it, is probably just going to be right up here on 226. Now that would be a loss of about 11%. That is a pretty big stop loss there. So you be careful with the leverage and whatnot. Maybe go up to as far as 5 or something, and then you could have a price target of down here 9%. But again, that's worse than your stop loss, so you'd probably be aiming for somewhere down here on 18% or so. So kind of an interesting thing right now. Or what you could do is minimize this by going over here to this level of support. That was support. And maybe have that stop loss placed right up here on 214. That could allow you to go a little bit better. So let's try to do that very fast. This week is going to be a little more difficult, so I really stress if you guys don't trade all too much here, I would definitely say be careful about how much you want to trade. It's going to be bumpy. Very, very bumpy. Let's go over here to fetch. I wonder if there's actually anything going up today. That'd be interesting as well. All right, let me just go over here. Fetch. No, I want to go open margin clause. Let's just do a $500 trade. We can do a 20x leverage here. And then okay, I'm going to do a target price and stop loss. So for this one, the stop loss is just going to be around 214. Let's look at 215. And the take profit, this is going to be interesting. If I'm going to do a scalp here, I guess it would be something more of a 198, 196. Let's do 197. We'll adjust it as need be, I guess. It's about halfway filled. Well, hopefully we'll see if it gets filled. All right, but basically we're down about 1% at this point in time. It still has to be filled though. We're about 3,000 out of 5,000 filled, so now we're down about 1.2%. Again, it's a small position. It's $500 at 20x leverage. And we'll kind of see if this bleeding out actually continues on over the next few minutes. But these type of moves are what I'm looking at primarily. What are those two dots? Okay, there we go. Actually, so 2 hour bearish, 1 hour bearish, 30-minute bearish, 50-minute. Yeah, it might actually play a whole Houdini and do that before it goes down, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm not paying attention to it all too much because it's not Bitcoin here. I'm just Phil. Okay, yeah, it's trying to fill. It's on the edge right now. It's not really doing much. That's okay though. And back over here to the 4-hour chart there. Okay. That's fine right there. That's fine. Why is that not showing what I wanted to show though? Okay, that's it. Oh well, we'll just do this one over here very fast. Oh gosh, keeps on drawing little dots everywhere, driving me nuts. Okay, there we go. And let's turn this off there. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, just look at that volatility from earlier today. That's just, that's nasty for the dollar index. All right, back over here to Bitcoin though. All right. And thanks, Mikos, I appreciate it. You think we see 58K, 56K tonight? If we make a move down, I think it would probably go down to that 58K level. Again, that's kind of where we just had that previous level of support way back over here. It'd be something around there. So at the bottom of that, kind of around 59,000 down to 56,666. I'd probably say kind of around the $58,000 mark is where I would see it happening tonight. There you go. And again, we don't have any data coming out today. We have the Fed Vice Chair Phillips Jefferson and Cleveland Fed President Loretta Master together on a panel. Not really going to move the markets here. Stock market. No, nothing happening. There could be some war stuff in the Middle East, but I don't. That's not really something you can ever like. Oh, that's going to happen for sure. Israel pushes deeper into Rafah. That's still going on. So maybe the last one we might check out here is just the Bank of Japan news. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything that's new. Let's go over to X here. So I just want to see if anybody on X has a good thought about what's going on. This is just tremendous. Every time the Bank of Japan tries to help the yen by intervening, the market just keeps selling it off again. Well, yeah, everybody's afraid to. So there's a way to get rid of you know, with a good amount of support, you're going to offload. Okay, so every time the Bank of Japan intervenes, Bitcoin spikes for about a day. That's because the dollar index crashes for about a day. And I think right now that's pretty much what we're looking for. So the closer, I tried to articulate this a few days ago, but I think I was just having a little bit of trouble doing so. So I'm going to go over here to JPY. To, not there, to dollar. Okay. So as you guys can see here, this is a monthly chart of the yen and the dollar. We are at 30-year lows. You guys can see how far we back. This is all the way back over here in the 90s, June of 2000, June of 1990. It's been a hot minute here. So when I have this yellow line on here, that's basically what it is. It's not a precise line, but for us, let's make it precise here just right now, since we're going to be using a monthly chart. There you go. Real low. Yeah, real low right here. Okay. And actually, let me do this. Actually, as well. Just do that this way. I think this will actually give you guys a little bit of another way of looking at this. Now, I'm just starting to view this as the way I'm looking at the dollar index and the Japanese yen, so bear with me, okay? So, This is what the Japanese central bank is trying to not let happen. They do not want this to come down. However, let's go from the monthly chart over to the daily chart. This is a bank intervening to save the currency. But every time they do it, of course, it sends the market down. When this comes down, because they're the world's third largest economy, the dollar index is usually going up during this time, all right? Now, it can kind of go volatile. There are different currencies. There's other stuff affecting the dollar index, sure. But for us right now, oh, geez, I gotta save this. Can I save this? No? Okay, I'll save it later on. So, as this goes down, the dollar index gets stronger. There's more pressure on the upside. That messes us up. That's bad for Bitcoin. What we want to see happen is this go not down, but up. And if this starts to go up, that's where you see Bitcoin having a few good days here. A few good weeks, a few good months. However, that may take a minute. Usually when you go to the weekly chart, when we have these bottoming outs like this one lasted about 77 days. This one, I don't know how long you want to say this worked out. This one lasts about 112 days. This one wasn't too bad compared to the ones we had in the past. Getting towards support. That's cool. No, this one kind of. Let's just use it as an example, I guess. 63 days. This one over here, kind of around 210 days. And of course, where we are right now, I think we've only just started this grind here. It's my hope that we kind of have this weird artificial bottom because the Bank of Japan is trying to not let us break down below this level. So every time we go down here, Bank of Japan says, no, 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 Bitcoin's going down while this is happening as well. But they pump up the price, that depreciates the dollar index, and that causes Bitcoin to go back up. You see back over here, this was Monday, April 29th, and over here on May 1st, so the 29th, of April, very fast. And then 29th of April. Right here, you see how Bitcoin started to pump up a little bit? Right there. Of course, if we go back over to, I keep on forgetting, I can't just go back on a dime. The following day off of that, we had this rebound right here, which started to come back down. That causes a lot of chaos. But overall, once it started to go back up, you saw a little bit of a rally from Bitcoin here, and I hate to keep on going back, so I'll just do this. That little bit of a rally. So overall, it's not like it's like tit for tat, but ultimately, the more that we get the Japan yen going up, the better it's going to be for Bitcoin here. So I'm thinking this almost makes like an artificial floor for us, where at least it can stabilize Bitcoin and not make it go crashing down. I think as many people want it to crash, I think we're going to be kind of consistently boring for the foreseeable future here. We'll have a confirmation there with the CPI data perhaps coming out on Wednesday. But yeah, it's just, it's been making a whole bunch of stuff a little bit more difficult to trade, if you will. Like even right now with Bitcoin and such, you go over here to the 15, it's not like it's the end of the world. We just keep on having these things where we take a big dump down, kind of grind ourselves back up, and we take another big dump down, right? Take a dump, grind ourselves back up, take it back, right? But it's in a downtrend. It's a nice way of saying when a downtrend. We're hoping for better, but yeah, it's definitely just a horror thing to have to watch here. I think what's good about this is we still have opportunities to find other tokens, make some money off of those, do some research on tokens we don't know much about. And I think that's what I'm doing right now with the majority of my time, because there's so many new tokens out there that I haven't had a chance to look at. I'm still, for this altcoin season, guys, I'm still going back to my root strategy that I shared with you guys a couple years ago. Like what I buy when Bitcoin's in a bear market. You go over here, you go to your filters, you go to add filter, the price at this point in time, because everything's still falling, less than $500 million. You go to price. Oh, sorry, not the price. The price is going to be 0.01. I want it less than a penny. Or even for today, let's just do less than $1. Let's be generous, less than $1. Where is my market cap? There you go. This is supposed to be $500 million. There you go. That's all I need to see. Okay. And I go down this list and I just start to see, what's been doing okay so far? Ocean Protocol, I already own a shit ton of that. Plus, it's getting turned into AGI, so I'm not going to worry about that. Ape NFT, it's up a little bit so far, so maybe I might look into this. And I just start looking, what's been doing fine overall? And you see this 90% right here. You can adjust this if you wanted to. We can customize things. Let's see. Oh, it only goes up to 90% here. You might have to do a deeper dive, I guess. Well, anyway, Superverse, 459 million. Maybe I'd actually check out what Superverse is. I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to have to add it onto my watch list here. Super Farm has rebounded to Superverse. That's interesting. Let's go over here to X. 255,000 followers. Crypto games. Oh, okay. They got a lot of likes. Let's see. So there's some stuff going on here. So because of that, and they're getting some good publicity, you would say, you go over to the website, you check it out a little bit. What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? So far, I'm okay with it. It's not like it's some life-changing thing, but again, it's an investment that can maybe go parabolic during the next altcoin season here. Go down. Some video games on it. Okay, highly fashionable partners and players. Innovation, unification. It's a bunch of games. And you can stake and do other stuff. So I'm trying to reach the bottom of this thing. Oh, geez, there we go. Okay. Docs. X apply staking integrations. Oh, yeah, look at this. So they got a lot of stuff going on here. So yeah, I'd be open to buying like a couple $100 of this to see where it goes. It's under $1, which is very, very nice. The market cap is still relatively low, under 500 million. And let's go over here to last. How long has it been up for a while? It's been up since last bull market here, and it's managed to come back up quite a bit. It still has nice momentum. Yeah, only about $100, $200 investment. And of course, I can go over here and see if I can buy it anywhere. Where can I buy this? So I can buy it on Coinbase and Crypto.com. So I'd have to buy it there. A lot of these other ones aren't available in my state. Anything else? Yeah, I mean, there's lots of places that you guys can buy it in here. But I do this, and I go through each list, and I see what I can like. Radix, it's positive. Anchor, that's positive right now. You can go through a lot of other stuff, but I already have a lot of this stuff that's down, so I'm not going to double down into it. Ravencoin, I don't like Ravencoin personally, but it's there. OX Protocol, Space ID has been doing very, very well. I might look into that one pretty soon. GuildFi, AltSlayer, Threshold. So there are some opportunities here. Binary X, RSS3. I think there are some opportunities here to make some money. But again, for me right now, since I have some downtime because nothing's happening with Bitcoin, we're just kind of we're slogging our way down. You got to spend a little more research here. Popcat's doing fine. Popcat's down 11% in the last 24 hours though. So, it's getting hit like everything else. I have a position at Popcat, but I bought that a while ago, so it's still doing relatively fine. Anything else here? No. I mean, there's stuff, don't get me wrong, but, just like a random name that pops out. Delcium AGI. This could be pretty interesting. This one's been going up for a while here. It's even up a little bit over the last few days. What is this one? Let's go over to their X count. 260,000 followers. Ah, okay. Tomorrow marks the first unlocking of the Delcium team tokens allocation. Over the past year since TG, we worked on blockchain build. Okay. Okay. Well, this is AGI. So is this? I'm confused. I'm interested. I mean, I'll have to look. I'll have to do more into this. I'm just streaming right now, of course. But then let me see what markets can I buy this in. KuCoin, Bybit. It's in a lot of places right now. Crypto.com, perhaps? No. BitUnix, okay. I can maybe do BitUnix there. But yeah, so this might be a little bit more difficult. But I put it on a watch list and I kind of add it up and I see what happens next. Remember, guys, if you guys want to see some of the tokens I am for sure buying, I did put out a video a while ago. It was horrible timing because I was like, these are the top tokens I'm buying during this dump. But it was the day that Bitcoin popped up over the last few weeks. Like, it was this day. It's right here. So nobody was like, what dump is happening? There's no dump. But like, we're in a downtrend here. What am I buying during this downtrend? We'll see how that works out. But if I go over here to my channel, let's see if I'm beating the Nazi still. Michael Whitman. Hey, I'm beating the Nazi. There we go. That guy. That's my nemesis on my channel. He's always trying to take apart my my views. All right. If you go over here to my channel and you go to videos and you go right here, smart money. Buy these altcoins before altcoin season. Yeah. What do you call it? I need to fix that title there. But right around there, 9 days ago, I talk about my tokens that I like and why I like them. And oh, there's ads. I forgot there's ads. I'm on what do you call? I pay for a YouTube Premium. But you know, I talk about the tokens, their charts, and all that type of stuff. If you guys want to see what I'm buying, those are some of the ones. And I also have another list right here, don't I? This one's not as updated as I need it to be, but I think there's watch list. Coins that haven't popped yet. These tokens have all popped off, and I made some good money swing trading them. But you can even see year to date. There's a few that are doing okay. There's also a few that are doing really, really bad, like Hello Labs. I have no idea what happened to these people. I'm just holding on to their token for a while. Most other things, I only have small, like $20 to $50 positions, so I'm not ultimately like I don't care as much. But Hello Labs, I thought this one was gonna be a little more popular. This thing has been bleeding out like fucking crazy, and I have no idea what happened to their token because I didn't pay attention to it. Everything else, I'm okay with it. But my main list is right here where's that? Well, there's low market cap watch list. This is interesting. They're not really low market caps as much anymore. But you can see some of these are like crazy, crazy, crazy low. Actually, no, they're still pretty low. And you can see how all the low market cap ones, they're all been bleeding out like freaking wild. Oh, wait, no. I still have this thing here. There you go. There's a few of them that have done okay. But this is a massive list of not everything I own. But a lot of this stuff is like maybe I'll own it one day, so maybe I'll take the opportunity. But Hubi token's down, Ovid is down a lot, Like is down a lot. Jesus, like there's been some brutal things this cycle. And this is the one I'm looking at right now. Here are a few. You notice how this has a lot more green on the list, but it's a much more select list, if you will. So I'm gonna keep watching it here and see how everything works out. Overall, you know, being patient never hurts, especially when the market is kind of like this. There we go. There we are. And that crypto, Ricky, what do you call it? A lot of people are going to be doing that. Just dollar cost averaging, buying up a little bit. They're definitely going to be doing fine there. And hey, Ken, what do you want to know primarily about Bonk? I don't even think there is fundamentals you could do on Bonk from another point of view here. Let's see. The market cap is still strong. It's at 1.39 billion. Geez, this thing is still moving up over the past few months. Coming down gradually here, looking at some supports. Let's go over here to the website. Oh, okay. I guess I have to have that on there now. All right, let's see. Integrations are NFTs. Bonk is the social layer and community meme of Solana with deep integrations as a utility token. Solana Chain's been pretty popular this cycle, so that's a good play to go as well. As a utility token across a wide base of applications and protocols within the Web3 ecosystem, we aim to achieve this through expanding our growing list of integrations across multi-chain, wormhole, DeFi, gaming. And I go over here to integrations accounting. So 34 exchanges, 28 DeFis, 11 NFTs, 9 developers, 20 games, 7 transfer portals, 7 featured, and 6 socials. And they have a bunch of Bonk stuff right now. So let me see if I can go over here. Oh, there it is. White paper. Okay. It's power to the people mentality. Hmm. There's not much going on here. It's like trying to tell a story at this point, but not. So they have some supply going to help out artists to kind of help them grow. Marketing and promotions. Okay. A lot of, the risk along with it. Regulations. Hmm. Hmm. A lot of warnings. Basically, they're trying to make a hub for a lot of chill people to hang out, whether they're making games, art, NFTs, and stuff like that. And it seems like it's fine. To me, it seems like all of those people, the gamers and the social media folks, artists, it seems like they all have the ability to kind of use their influence to promote the token. So that's kind of how I would feel that they are making the majority of the money. Usually, just influencers hop on board, but not just your typical influencer like me. You're gonna look at somebody like an NFT artist who uses them, maybe a gamer who plays or who has a game on there, stuff like that. I feel like that's how they're going to get the most publicity. But they've already had a really good run, so I'm hoping that run can continue here. And hey, because how's the pooch? Loki's doing fine. He was just here a few seconds ago, but I don't know where he went. Loki. He's sprinting down the stairs as I speak. Here, you can see him very fast. He's had a busy day. I was packing up from my grandmother's house and I was taking some ribs back and he smacked a whole rib. I had to open up his mouth and tear it out of his so he didn't chew on the bone because I don't want the bone to splinter. Freaking horrible. Okay. Yeah, you could even see he has his nice leather collar on today. Yeah. Whoosh, whoosh. He was looking to see if he can get another treat, but he doesn't get another treat for now. Oh, look at you. Yeah. He likes to be over here and get some pets in the butt. And then my sister's here until tomorrow before she goes back up to college. So she's enjoying not being in the dorms. And she's enjoying seeing her cat. And she's also enjoying being able to do belly rubs for Loki. All right, there we go. Let's see. And hey, Justin, I'm doing okay. A little bit tired, but overall pretty good. It's been a long freaking weekend. You guys don't know how stressed I have been about my computer. I think I finally got it fixed. I'm just hyped up for that right now. I did not want to have to spend like $4,000 on a new computer here. I already had the money aside. I knew it was going to happen, but I was like, maybe I don't have to do it right now because I'm saving up for a lot of stuff with my sister this year. Well, I'm going to have so many expenses this year, a lot more than I normally do, just because my sister is moving into an apartment. I'm having to go do more trips than I thought I was going to be doing this year. Some for work, some for pleasure, and stuff like that. And of course, I'm buying a bunch of gifts for people this year. I'm a very generous person, but mostly I want them to have those gifts where they don't have to buy something else to replace because it breaks. This will be a good gift for them. Am I Somali? No, I'm black and African. And then multi-sucker. Happy to see my back, my man. If I get a mouth around a rib, it's a fight to the death. What do you call it? For Loki, it was. I saw him. Me and my sister watching him, and we both said no, and he just got closer and closer, and I went, psh, and then he grabbed two whole ribs, and they're not like the smaller ribs, like they're two like clonker ribs, and then he tried to scarf it down, but luckily my sister got to him in time, and I was like, psh, psh. It was a battle, a battle, because he normally listens pretty well. When it's about food and him getting a chance to eat it, oh, he will smack it down. It's been that way ever since he was a puppy, though. The first time he did it, he had a muffin from those not Starbucks muffins, those Costco muffins. So he got a muffin, and I was eating the muffin, and I was like, "Oh, you can't have a blueberry muffin. I don't know if you can have blueberries." So I was like, "Man, you can't have this. I'll just eat it myself, right?" And then what he did, because he was so mad at me, he saw there was a wrapper on my lap. He took the wrapper and ate the wrapper. And I was like, I had to chase him, and he ate it before I did. And so I had to go on the phone with the vet, and he's like, just see if it passes. If he's having issues pooping, or he's in pain or something, he's whimpering, bring him on over and get it out. But I was like, oh my God. And then he was perfectly fine. He's eating a bunch of shit he's not supposed to eat. Like he ate a whole turkey drumstick. But he's always fine. But I don't like him doing that type of stuff. It's always when I'm not watching, like with a turkey drumstick, my cleaning lady was cleaning up my my fridge from leftovers from Thanksgiving. Bam. He took full advantage. He was like, "Oh, he likes to pet. He wants me to pet him. Yeah, you know." And now he was like, "No, he doesn't care about pets. He was there to steal that turkey leg and sprint off." And I was like, "He knows how to play the game here." All right, let's go back over here quick. Yeah, Bitcoin's holding up okay. The 2-hour chart right here just kind of shows slowly coming down here. All right, let me see. Let's get out of this. I was really hoping there was going to be some more news, though. Consensus Hackathon, 200K cash and millions in funding. Holy shit, look at that. Countdown. Oh, yeah. So I got to buy my tickets to this, actually. My flight. All right, let's see. Bitcoin is in a bore you to death phase. Isn't that the truth? But bottom could be close, analysts say. Now, when they say this type of stuff, I usually don't read these articles, but what are they talking about here? Yes. Friday's quick tumble showed less interest from dip buyers, suggesting that a bottom might be near. The lull could continue into early summer, setting up a very bullish second half of the year. Oh, Bitfinex analysts. I don't know if I trust them. Let's see. Wait. So a bullish second half of the year. So they're waiting for summer, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. See, their time was bugging me here. I was like, how long is that really going to take there? All right, let's go back over here, though. My Dalmatian used to always eat socks. It would eat about 3 a week. See, Loki will chew up my socks. Like if I go on a long hike or something like that and my socks just smell like shit, he will attack those socks and he'll play with them. He'll take them outside and he won't eat them, but he'll try to shred them for the flavor. And it freaks me out. So I always have to make sure all of my sweaty clothes go straight into the laundry, get cleaned up right away, and no issues. Like the other day, I was taking Loki for a walk, and I played with him outside. I got like sweaty just from like exercising in the backyard with him, and I proceeded to go straight and lay down on my bed and cool off with the fan on my face for a little bit. And then boom, as soon as I got up to go take a shower, he was on my bed trying to lick my sweat, and I was like, dude, you can't be doing that shit. You can't do that shit at all. Oh man. And also eat half my chicken. Oh shit, yeah, that's learn the command, leave it. No, multi-stacker. He understands it with leave it with everything except for food. Everything except for food. It's his like Achilles heel there. If you have a ball, you playing ball with him, leave it, drop it. If he's playing around with another dog, leave it, he'll come right over. No, but when it comes to food, he acts like he's never had food in his life. I don't know why it is. It was some good barbecue. My grandfather just bought a nice new grill, so we were breaking it in technically. So I was just out there chilling. He was perfectly fine. But at the end of it, I gave him some pieces of a hot dog. That's the easiest thing a dog can digest, and he was fine. But when he saw that rib, he was like, "I'm gonna get a chance. I'm gonna get a bite of it," and he just went straight after it. It was absolutely brutal here. There we are. Okay, so while that's working out, I'm trying to see if there's anything else here. Bank of America. Who the fuck knows about that? Oh, that's what I actually wanted to see. I remember seeing an ad on coinmarketcap.com for this thing. Yeah, advertisement. Killer Whales. The world's first crypto reality TV show. I was going to see if they had any... I wanted to see if they have any like good episodes out or some good things. No, that's CoinMarketCap. That's not what I was asking for, was it? No, I was asking for their Twitter page. What? Okay, hold on. Killer Whales. There we go. It only has 20,000 followers. So now, okay, so there's Hello Labs as well. I want to go over here. So before that, Hello Labs is down like a shit ton. And I wonder if they're 11th. So I wonder if people are talking about the token price going down here. Oh, please. No. No. Only thing I remember at Hello Labs is I think they had like a free game or something on there, which I was curious about. Like let's see. Maybe I'll hook up my wallet and I'll play their game. Yeah, they have an arcade section. See? It's like what's that game called? You know what I'm talking about. Subway Surfer. I'm gonna be a guest. See? And I think you can earn tokens by just playing this, and maybe they give out more tokens right now because the token price is like at 20 million, so it's like full of shit. How do you play this? Down. Okay. Oh, it's Waz. Oh, this sucks. Waz is usually okay, but I have nerve damage in my left hand, so using this is just absolutely brutal. It hurts my head to even push the buttons. You know, if you guys don't have to play football when you're younger, don't do it. It'll fuck you up if you guys aren't careful. And I was not careful, so yeah, I got fucked up. At least it wasn't CTE or shit in the head. But you know, oh, there's a magnet there. Should have got that. Look at that. Pretty nice little thing right here, especially if you have nerve damage. Oop. There you go. I'm sure a lot of you guys would be better at this than me, but there are times where I enjoy playing these simple games because I'm not that good at them, honestly. Oop. Normally, what I play is stuff like what does this even do? Do I jump higher or something? Oh, maybe that's it. That's what I do. Jump higher. But anyway, most of the stuff I play is like what do I play? Like Cyberpunk or Total War games, old Total War games. New Total War games suck balls, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, it even turns to night here. Not bad. Oh god. Okay, hold on. I'm getting like extreme anxiety by trying to play this. My left hand is starting to freak out on me. Yeah, I gotta switch over. Oh fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, I did something on accident. Yeah, what do you call that? Yeah. Oh god. Nope. All right, there we go. Can I go back? I don't know exactly. Oh fuck. Yeah, I don't know exactly what in my hand, but it's okay. I'll live. I'll live from here. All right, let's get out of that very fast. I enjoyed that. So, you know, different games out there. I want to start doing more games like that every now and again. Maybe I'll have like a crypto Saturday. Maybe I'll do it kind of not this late at night, but somewhere in the middle of the daytime. Because later at night, I usually head to the cigar lounge. But then I'll start doing stuff like that. So let me see. So killer whales here. Okay. Cat Botica. 12,000 cat bots on planet Nelios replicate generation online. Like here, hold on a second here. Oh wait. I don't have sound on my thing right now. Yeah, you guys wouldn't be able to hear it for whatever reason. Maybe website audio? Oh, website audio works out. Let me see. Hold on. So I'll turn off the pretzel and I'll turn on website audio. That should do the trick here. And I should be able to hear as well. For whatever reason, my desktop audio isn't working when it comes to this, but I just wanted to hear the first few seconds of this and see what happens. Now, for this, I need to turn down my microphone speakers. There we go. So I don't hear myself as much. And then from there, we can move this down a teeny bit more, and we're good. Okay. Let's open this up very fast. I just want to see what this actually feels like.
The ultimate dream is to create our own digital playground.
Oh, it's not loud, though.
And original IP, really living out our dream.
There we go.
The ultimate dream is to create our own digital playground full of custom and original IP, really living out our dreams, telling stories. I'm Will Chang, and I'm the head of 3D development and production at Cat Botica.
Hey, what's up? Jin Kim, CEO and co-founder of Cat Botica. Cat Botica is a brand and IP entertainment company powered by blockchain technology and features fun, fulfilling, and family-friendly experiences.
The community is what really gave us this opportunity. Thankfully, they liked our concept, our art, our ecosystem. And for us, it's really important that we honor what they want out of this.
Our goal is really for a Marvel-esque type of ecosystem and universe.
Their stage looks so bland. It's freaking me out. Every time I see this, I just wish they could have some, like they could have rented out an office building or something and been more productive. Like it could have been looked so much nicer. This freaks me out. It looks like that building inside Batman, one of the earlier Batmans, when he would have things coming out of the ground where it actually looked useful, like on the Wayne Enterprises secret spots. This looks so empty.
We have the skills, we have the experience, we have the personnel, and we have the willpower to make this Marvel-esque.
Willpower.
Willpower.
Welcome to Killer Whales.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
What excites you about what you're doing?
We felt that cats, robots, you put them together, you have tons of cat lovers, tons of robot lovers, perfect combination.
Perfect combination.
Let's go.
Is this a generative AI collection?
That's correct.
Not a big secret. I'm not a fan of those. To me, it's not necessarily real art.
They're not all the same.
I don't care. It takes away from the real artist.
There's an endless offering of 10K PFP projects. So what's your competitive edge?
We cover every single gamut of both production and now community. We beat out the top NFTs in Korea, and we're a North American project. We both come from AAA backgrounds. We've contributed to AAA titles, movies, games, but we never really got to do it for ourselves. We're trying to create a trusted community that feels the authenticity of what we're trying to do, because we really are trying to help them.
How much runway do you have?
I would say to next year.
You guys have kids, you have families.
Yeah.
Typically in this space, a lot of projects are run by 20-year-olds because they can take.
Okay, that's enough because I don't want to get blocked by YouTube. But it is interesting. You can kind of see the feel of it. A little bit of spice in the beginning with Crypto Wendy and the other guy. It'll be interesting to see how this works out. It'll be interesting. I wish they would just take more. They would do more for the set to kind of give it more personality. A cold, gray, and brightly lit room doesn't scream blockchain to me, or maybe that's what blockchain is to people. I don't know. It doesn't seem blockchain. Even when you go to the Shark Tank and you see like their stage, like you see how there's some color. There's some. Let me click on you. Let me click on you. Open image, new tab. See how there's some color? You see that color right there? You see those nice chairs? You see those little tables? There's stuff, right? See all that? See all that? That's, it's something. Even on some of the other ones they have, I know they have older stages like this one. That's the same stage. We see how it's nice. There's some wood coloring. I feel like they have older stages back in the day. But anything older? No, all of them are new. They must have really done an upgrade or something like that. No, it's fine. But still, you get the vibe I'm going for here. You definitely get the vibe. That vibe is not it. So, I'm hoping we can have some good stuff here. Is Bitcoin still coming down a little bit? Barely. I don't think it's. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Yeah, it's really been sideways for the past few minutes here. Just thinking of a way to go, and that's okay too. Hey, Max, does it give you bonk? Does what give me bonk? Let me know, and I'll try to answer the question there for you. Reminds me of Tron. Oh, that could be it too. Yeah. Well, when it comes to like a lot of those shows, I want to see more. I want to see how they go, but I know they just lack a good producer, somebody that can put everything together, make it look good, edit it, and then we have a really good polished finished product. And it's hard. It's expensive. I totally understand that. And it makes me almost think that they should actually just film this down somewhere in a cheaper place, like fly everybody down to Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, somewhere cheaper. Have all the videos done there for like 2 seasons straight, and then sit them down there for like a month, have all the recordings in it, and grind it out, and then after everything's done, everybody ships home, and you see each other in a couple of years. You see each other at festivals, expos, stuff like that. But really, you don't have to do as much filming, It's expensive to have a film set, especially because I think they're probably doing that in California. And you have to believe that place is expensive, even though it looked ugly as hell. But ultimately, Maybe everybody's not looking at the color like me. I think a lot of people are just saying, hey, what is that project? How is it doing? Is it doing well? Is it doing bad? That type of stuff. But this one right here was Cat Boudica. Like let's check this out very fast. So it has 9,000, 10,000 followers, right? They posted on May 11th. So they're still posting here. And then OpenSea. This is their collection, you know. 0.1, so prices high to low. So they got some that are to Ethereum. But see, I just don't know how you can separate one of these NFT groups from another. That's my big thing. You know, I see all of them. I see them. I really do. But like, what exactly happens here? What exactly is this? You know, it's always that type of stuff. But I mean, it's interesting. You know, I'm just not paying like an Ethereum for this. You know, even with Ethereum coming down a lot today, Ethereum is still worth a lot of cash. You know, let's see. Yeah, maybe what do you call? Maybe in the future I'll start buying more ETFs and stuff. Not ETFs. Maybe in the future I'll start buying more NFTs and stuff, and we'll see how that works out. And hey, Pro Magoo, what do these people do for the world? You know, not much, honestly. They're like artists in a way, but their art isn't beloved by as many people. But I guess that's kind of art in a nutshell. It's weird. What can I say? It's definitely pretty weird there. Yeah, just something weird right there. Just weird. Hey Max, no, not Bonk. It gives you Hello Labs. It gives you Hello Labs token. Hello Labs token is worth like 20 million market cap, so it's a very, very small token. But you have to log in and like hook up your MetaMask wallet or something to it. So I've just never done it. I'm always kind of spooked by maybe it'll get hacked or something, so I just never do it. But it's a Hello token is what it's called. It's been coming down for a while. Like, let me see. Yeah, Hello Labs. There you go. I mean, it had a nice rally with a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, January it peaked, and it tried to go back up a little bit more towards the end. No, what is this? Yeah. Oh, see me, it peaked in December. You know, it's just coming down. It's just bleeding down. You know, it almost makes me think that a lot of the tokens they had were given to those killer whales, right? And then they might have had a lock of saying, hey, you can't sell this until a certain amount of time. And I think right now a lot of them are just selling off large portions of their portfolio, and that's causing the price to ultimately come down. That's the only way I see this bleeding down so much, because they had so much hype going into it. You know, look at that. I mean, again, this is June 2023, you know, dollar cost average over here. That ran up around 475%. That's a really good return. But since then, it's just been bleeding. I mean, like bleeding out. To the point where like I'm not even going to try to touch this second time around. It's just been bleeding here. So, you know, be careful with it. But yeah, it's Hello Labs. If you're just playing that game and getting tokens, oh yeah, sure, why not? You can have a few tokens and see where it goes. But if you're looking for a large investment, that is definitely not the place I am going to be. Hey, Monster, happy to see my man. Hey, Trapper Trades, these thumbnails, I know, right? I'm trying to switch up the thumbnails a lot and just see what I can do, and I'm kind of scattershotting right now. I was doing it before, but I just didn't have enough time. If you go over here and you just type in Bitcoin and maybe crypto in general, right? These are the thumbnails that people usually have. I have my thumbnails like this, where it's just me walking outside. Now, I'm not at the park. I'm just laying in my backyard, so a little bit more trees. But, you know, Lark Davis, he has his style with like flames and fire and stuff. Altcoin Daily, they have tons of different types of styles here. Jason, you know, pretty simple. Whatever that is, that's like a CG Gary, or yeah, it's like CG Gary. But you know, run at this crypto world right there, having more animations. You know, another type. So there's lots of different types over here. It's just very, you have to break out and make your own. So I'm thinking of making a standard one. Like my standard one by the end of this week, what I think I want to have is basically just a bright colored background like this and my face and then some type of simple text. Those are going to be for some types of videos, not all. Then it kind of depends on the video. Like what I want to start doing this week is I want to show you guys like 5 coins to really look into this week. But I don't know if I have time for. I might have time for one this week. I'm not entirely sure. But it's a balancing act because remember right now because Bitcoin is down a lot. Over the past few weeks, obviously, views are down a lot too for a lot of channels out there. And so when Bitcoin's not going up, people don't really do much. So there's not as much of an incentive for me to post a video every single day, even though I try to do it for like the day for my phone. Maybe only a few hundred people will watch it. YouTube, the algorithm does not spread that shit out at all. So what I'm going to do instead is I've been talking to you guys about this for a while. I kind of got in a little bit of a hiccup when my computer was acting up. But what I'm going to be doing here is still doing all the technical analysis stuff. I'm going to try to do 2 streams a day, one around market close, one a little bit in the evening, or I'm going to have one in the evening, regardless, kind of around 6 o'clock Pacific time. One around that time. There's either going to be a stream at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or around 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the morning is when I get back from the cigar lounge, so that'll be that. Or it'll be around 12 o'clock, maybe it'll be around 11 o'clock. It'll be somewhere very, very late for Washington State time, very, very late for Eastern Washington time, but maybe more morning time for the Europeans and more middle of the day, afternoon for the Asia community that watches the channel. So I'm going to have those floating around a little bit, but the main one is going to be around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock every day. I also want to start talking about a little more about AI projects going on, different things going on there. And of course, just about different blockchain projects happening, new tokens I'm looking at, and not just the technical analysis aspect. Technical analysis aspect is the most volatile thing I've ever seen with YouTube. Like when Bitcoin's going sky high, everybody wants to know the next level of resistance. Should I buy? Should I do this, that? When Bitcoin's very, very boring, nobody watches the channel. It's very, very low, right? So I'm trying to figure out a way to still be relevant even when Bitcoin's being kind of like this. And that's why I asked you guys last week, what are some of the other things you guys want me to talk about, stuff like that. I'll make another post about that pretty soon. Because right now I'm going to start moving back into tutorials as well. And those tutorials are going to be fun. But it's going to be about 12 videos, one every 3 days, basically. So I'm thinking of maybe every Wednesday and every Saturday, I'm thinking of putting them out. And it's going to be how do you trade this pattern? How do you trade a head and shoulders? How do you trade a flag? How do you trade a pennant? How do you trade inverse head and shoulders? A cup and handle, and show you guys that with my momentum strategy. And then from there, I think it'll do very, very well. It's basically just making sure that they look good. And then while I'm doing those, I'm going to test out different ways of having my videos set up. So my tutorial videos, they're going to be pretty plain and simple. I'm not going to go and make them all crazy popular for everybody like people might want. I'm going to have them dry, simple, but very effective at teaching you guys how to make money. That's the way you do it, in my opinion. And also I have ADHD. I can't do all that funny stuff with that. On top of that, when it comes to like the tokens I'm liking or me just talking and kind of vibing with you guys, I'm going to start editing that a little bit more, adding some more animation, some B-roll footage and stuff like that, and maybe looking at making a 5 to 8 minute video, 5 to 10 minute long video, and kind of see how that works out. If I make a 10 minute long video, that may take me like an hour and a half to edit, which doesn't, like, it's a lot of time. May not seem like it's a lot from the editing, but I'm not that good at editing. So as I learn more and more and more, maybe things will spice up a little bit easier, or they'll get a little bit easier for me to do. And then finally, I'm going to try to vlog more and share more of my personality. Not like, Michael's day out in Seattle or some shit like that, but like, hey, I'm going to Consensus 2024. I'm down in Austin to look at all the new blockchain projects coming out this year. Let's go look. Something like that, more of a techie vlog type of thing. And so I'm thinking that'll work out pretty well. I already got, my phone, my, my gimbal and whatnot, so I'm thinking that'd be pretty fun. But I'm not going to Austin until when is it? Yeah, it's May 29th to the 31st. I need to buy tickets and hotel room pretty soon. Excuse me. But it should be pretty interesting. There's Kathy Wood. There's Chris Dixon, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. If I can, like, I got a media pass to this sucker, so I can ask for people. I want to do an interview with him. Maybe it's just like a 5-minute video, maybe an interview. Maybe it's a 1-minute interview. Who knows? But I'm going to try to get an interview with him. Chris Dixon, no. Kathy Wood, not really. I'm going to look for stuff. Anthony Pompliano, that guy's always chill. Let's see. Anybody else I would like to hear? Ron Wyden, Democrat from Oregon, chairman of the Committee on Finance. That's pretty interesting. Tom Emmer. I want to go talk to some politicians. No, Hester's too busy for somebody like me, but she's the commissioner of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. She's one of the pro-crypto ones. And you know, there's like people that vote. Remember when Gary Gensler was like trying to ban everything crypto? There's two Republicans, 2 Democrats, and then Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler is really on the side of the Democrats right now. So when you have that up there, you know, of course they vote for everything anti-crypto. However, when the judge comes back to him and says, no, what you guys did is illegal, you guys can't do that, he is forced to then switch his vote over to the Republican side, and then they went out. So there's a huge battle going on, and I don't want to ask her about that because she will not tell me anything. She kind of like loosely says stuff on CNBC every now and again. However, I'd like to just hear her views for why she's so pro-blockchain. You know, the generic questions. I'm not going to go all nitty-gritty. I don't have that type of cachet or something like that. It's not a podcast. But just spend a few minutes asking her some questions and stuff like that. You know, I'd love to do that. But she's very, very busy. I'd have an easier time getting to the senator and the House representative guy. But we can see. Anybody else here? CEO of Ripple's going to be there. Draper Associates, probably a rich guy, but I don't know much about him. So, you know, there's some things there. The passes are kind of expensive, as you guys can see. But a lot of companies there. Kraken, DYDX, Apple, Chipotle is going to be there. I don't know why. Fox, Visa, Polygon, Citibank, Algorand. So, you know what? I'm going to have some fun with it. And maybe I'll go to each booth and I'll talk and I'm say, hey, I'm here with this so learning about this. Can you tell me about so-and-so? You know, yeah, I got to have some questions prepared, but I'll use ChatGPT to make up those questions, write a list down, and I'll be like, boom, look at that, good to go. And I actually got some portable mics so I can hook them up. Everything's going to be great. Good times ahead. Good times ahead. Only do I want to bring this? No, I'll bring this camera because it's nice and it's like expensive, so I can take some really good pictures with it and stuff like that. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so there's the type of stuff I'm trying to move into. I'm moving very gradually though, very, very gradually. And hey, Adam, happy to see you. Let's see. Killer Whales is super awesome. Period. Shout outs to Wendy. Period. Shout out. Oh, awesome. Period. Okay. Shout outs to Wendy. Yeah. What do you call it? Yeah, Wendy's pretty chill. I used to promote an exchange with her. She was nice from the few times I saw her. And then Moldsucker. Well, there's no reason to have scary visuals. I mean, again, I don't do as well on YouTube because I don't play the game, and I'm trying to figure out if I have good base information, and like once you click on the thumbnail, and I give you good information, is it worth it to make the thumbnail be very clickbaity? You know. And right now, I'm thinking of sometimes it's okay, but it's never super clickbaity. It's more of just more flash and not so much, oh my god, everything's, you know, dead and whatnot. You know, because I usually try to make it like somebody's probably thinking this, so let me make a thumbnail that represents what they're thinking. Right now, they're thinking, is the rally over? Are we done for the cycle? That type of stuff. So that's what my thumbnail says. Are we done? And I think that usually works out pretty well. Oh, what the heck happened here? Why is that there? Okay, well, let's fix that very fast. There we go. Right there, and boom, shakalaka. There we go. Okay, perfect. Why do I like regarded in the thumbnails? Oh, what do you call it? I don't know. It's weird. Again, it's because it kind of works to a degree. One of the things that's always interesting when you look at these people is it depends on how large their audience size is. Because remember, if you look at somebody like, here, let me just type in Bitcoin, and you go over here and you scroll down, right, there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's a spam stream right now, you viral, you know. There's Crypto or Us, right? So his video has 27,000 viewers on it. His average video looks like 25, 59. Let's say about 50,000, 80,000, 90,000, 80,000? No, 50,000. About 80,000 on average. That's on the high end, but let's say 80,000. But remember, this guy also has like 750,000 followers. So only a portion are ever watching this stuff. Also, this is really cool. This is made with using Dolly, I can tell, because I tried to make something using Dolly earlier from ChatGPT, and it came out like shit. It looks exactly like that. So I didn't use it. But the stuff like this, where you're just taking a picture of yourself, that's kind of what I want to do as well. But I don't think I'm large enough for that to work yet. So that's what my issue is. But I think I'm going to continue doing it just because. So I'd like to do my daily videos and whatnot. But yeah, so that's one style right there. But you, like again, you can look at all of his thumbnails. You can kind of see how they look. So I can even shrink this down right here. Let's go to the news section on my page. And then let me also do one thing here. There we go. Okay. So these are his thumbnails, right? Not bad. You can see when he uses AI, Dolly. Uses a lot. That's cool though. It's not bad, right? Dolly, you know. Okay, I'm not going to keep saying it, but you guys can see it there, right? And so you can see the style that he will normally use. And then you go over to somebody like a crypto lifer, right? This guy's awesome. Look at his streams. So he's a streamer, not much of a video person, right? But he has videos every now and again too. Maybe it's like once every few days, but he has them, right? Very simple or very flashy, one of the two. Where he strives, the way he's like makes his main bucks is streaming, right? And look at this. He has a whole bunch of different things here, but it's his style, right? It's very exciting, open mouth. This is the one that I think works the very, very best. Where you're like something big is happening, so you have to watch my stream. This is the popular one. That's not just across crypto; it's across everywhere. Like, you know, it's something that's very, very, very powerful because it plays to like your subconscious, right? And then you got what's the other guy over here? I always forget his name. Let me just type in crypto. Actually, let's just get Dark. We don't have to let go in any particular order here. So here's Lark Davis, and then you can see his videos, right? A picture of his head. Notice how he has the same shirt on. So he took a few pictures with the same shirt on, and then you kind of have the same gist here. This is one of the styles I'm looking at doing, but instead of being so serious, I want to just have a smile, and then I want to change stuff up. So like one of my ideal thumbnails I'm looking to test out is something like this, where it's like red or green depending on the day, like this, you know. And maybe not having that big of a text, but maybe some logos of tokens and maybe some numbers and stuff like that. Very simple, not too much going on. I might skip the fire. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe. We'll see if it actually works. If it actually leads to more views, I'd actually do it. And that's kind of nice and simple. It doesn't take me too long to do. I'd stay away from this type of stuff that has a whole bunch of stuff on it, but, you know, I would have a template and kind of work from that every single time. One for green days, one for red days, and then maybe for some talking about specific tokens and whatnot. But you know, let's see. How do you don't use Solana without this Phantom Wallet? Oh, that's probably a paid post, sponsored video. But you know, you get the point here. There's lots of different types of thumbnails. And like, let me see, anything else here? Altcoin daily. I mean, talk about when you have a budget to do a lot of shit here. Look at that. Right? Large budget, doing lots of different styles. Every thumbnail is so different. You know, like if you do everything yourself and you don't have a team, it's very easy to just make similar things like Lark. If you have a full-on team behind you, we have like these guys. Notice how everything is like so much different. Different pictures out there. They use the same one every now and again, but you see how this has a different shirt on than that one. You know, it's there's so much stuff. Right, you see how they changed the shirt to being yellow right here, but I think it's the same one as before, like you'll see in a little bit. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but it works. Oh, and you can go over here to what's this guy's name? This guy has interesting thumbnails. Invest Answers. Look at this guy's thumbnails. right? Simple, black, him in a suit looking dramatically at the camera with large text, right? Now, he hasn't posted, oh my God, he hasn't posted in 4 months. Are you kidding me? What? No, really? Really? Huh. Okay. Well, I don't know why he hasn't posted in a while, but he does stream, so that's also with, yeah, streamed 9 hours ago. But see again, live QA, what happened? Will Sol flip Ethereum? 2 billion, right? So he does these videos, his streams, and they're very, very popular. They're shorter streams sometimes, but they work. His key is that actually he does these collaboration videos a lot. He used to do them with Ben Cohen a lot and another guy from Dan from Crypto Daily, whatever it's called. But he switched over and he got a new crowd. I don't know why. Still curious. But you see how he has these very basic ones. I kind of wanted to do some of these when I'm doing my my rant videos. Hold on. There's a fruit fly in the house. And I killed that sucker. Fuck yeah. It's getting into that season where there's bugs getting in the house. I just killed a massive spider a while ago, which scared the shit out of me. My sister let me know it was there. Anyway, I'm thinking of doing something like this when it comes to me getting my bespoke suit. I'm gonna like take like 1,000 photos because I have a quality camera right there. It's a 6K camera, and I'm going to have my sister take a bunch of pictures of me in the suit. I'm gonna pair with like a nice couple of dinners and whatnot, instead of paying like a real photographer person. And then from there, I'm going to have a bunch of pictures I can use for stuff like this. And it's dramatic and it works out very well. And my suit is gray, so it kind of matches up with the darker background. And it should work out a little bit here. So that'll be fun. But yeah, there's so many different styles. And they all try to do different things. For me, I'm trying to build out my own style. But I'm trying to make sure they're not all too crazy. Because what typically happens with my channel is a lot of you guys, like, you guys don't necessarily watch everything. There are a lot of you guys that watch my streams, but not everybody that watches my streams watches my tutorials. Not everybody that watches my tutorials watches my short form videos. Not everybody that watches my short form videos watches my long form content. There's a whole like barrier, like who watches what, you know. So I'm hoping that if I have everything locked up together, it looks kind of similar. People will see the thumbnail and they're like, oh yeah, that looks like some of the stuff I like. I'll try it out and I'll be open to looking at it. You know, or maybe that'll work out, maybe it won't. We'll have to wait and see. Boom, pow, cartoonish. Oh yeah. Larkers is scarce. Larker is always just very, very, very serious, right? He's always just very serious, like, oh. Remember, didn't he? So I'm not sure if this is confirmed or not, but I thought he got caught promoting a bunch of tokens. And then after he was given tokens to promote, right? So again, I'm not entirely sure if this is correct, but like from what I heard from the Zach ZPT people, like the guy that like goes after people and finds out like when they sold crypto off after, you know, he falls for illegal acts. He was saying that Lark had like been given tokens or something, right? And then, or buying up lots of tokens, and then he'll promote it on his channel. The price will go up. And then he'll sell it to those people that are buying up the token, right? Which is a very bad thing to do to the audience. So again, that wasn't all too good. So I think he's been able to kind of withstand that criticism. You know, just like BitBoy's been able to come back after doing all the crazy shit he did. And there's always room for a second, comeback story. But yeah, it's always kind of weird because again, when we start going into this realm when we're YouTubers and crypto people, you know, you don't want to lose it, but you also want to stay, well, at least for me, you want to stay in as green of an area as possible. You don't even want to go into the gray zones. The gray zones can get your channel terminated, can get you in legal jeopardy, all types of crap. So I try to stay as clean as possible. And you know, you just want to be careful. But not everybody tries to stay as clean as me. Some people go off the deep end here when they take payments to talk about tokens. I don't do that. It seems so weird. It seems so weird to me. See, there we go. Surprise look. That's it. Yeah. It's always surprise look. For me, I don't know. I have a very generic smile. What I need to do is I need to laugh when I smile because it's so much more It's so much more genuine, if you will. Like, you know, like small, but if I smell what I'm buffing, it's a lot more genuine. So when I get my new bespoke suit here coming up in the next, it's probably like another month. I gotta wait. Who knows? When I get that suit, I will be out and about with it on the streams. I'll be wearing it quite a bit. It's gonna be a full-on three-point suit here, or three-piece suit with my vest, nice little bespoke shirt, and then I'll have a nice watch on. I need to buy a new watch. I got a gold watch, but I really want to get a nice silver watch. I have no idea what happened to my silver watches. They all disappeared. Which is interesting because I usually like those ones the most. And very concerned. Yeah, exactly. All right. Okay, everybody, I'm going to call it a night right now. It's been a good hour and a half stream with you guys so far. Actually, almost 2 hour stream here. At this point in time, we still know Bitcoin is bearish. I know that tomorrow we might have some good news as far as the daily chart to kind of get us back above that 20-day moving average right here. It's not the prettiest chart, trust me, I understand. But this week is all about CPI data. So just understand, if you guys are not used to holding during these times where everything is very volatile, I know we've had a few over the last few months, just be more aware of what's going on in the news. Watch a little bit more CNBC, a little bit more Fox Business, Bloomberg, because that's really what's going to help you guys out by just saying, hey, oh yeah, CPI is coming out tomorrow. Maybe I shouldn't have this very high leverage trade open overnight going into CPI data. Okay, so what do you call? It'll definitely be something. And hey, it's your world. Sorry, man. YouTube does not like my channel. I cannot fix that at all. It will never like my channel. I have tried this for years, and the same thing happens where it just doesn't notify people. I am going to be streaming more consistently going forward here now that my computer's fixed up. I will let you guys know when I'm going live in the future. By the time I finish one stream, I'm going to try to let you guys know when I'm going live next. Tomorrow is going to be different because I'm taking my sister back down to the train station to go to college, so I won't be streaming in the morning time. But I will be doing one late night stream, like the evening stream around like 5 or 6 o'clock Pacific time, and I'll be doing another late night stream tomorrow because I don't have time in the middle of the day, and that one will start around 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, so I have a little more time, and so you guys will see that one's coming up. But yeah, YouTube does not like my channel, and I apologize for that, but I'm hopefully going to be making some better thumbnails and stuff like that as well. So see you guys a little bit later.